When Jesus Christ uploads a video on YouTube asking for help, you help. End of conversation. I mean, even YouTube's superstar PewDiePie helped. To be clear, I'm not talking about the Jesus Christ. I'm talking about internet personality Jesus H. Christ, also known as the SoCal Christ, the only verified Lord and Savior on the internet. Jesus H. Christ is an American internet personality who runs a YouTube channel famous for imitating Jesus Christ's character and appearance. The majority of the videos feature Jesus in public. He got his start when he joined Fiverr in 2015, creating the famous SoCal Christ page. He sold videos of himself performing impressions as Jesus while reading custom scripts. It can be anything that you want, funny or potty mouth, as long as it's up to 50 words, Jesus will do it for $5 per script. 2 months later, he posted his first video on the YouTube account Jesus Christ, in which he unboxes a crown of thorns. He also posted it on the subreddit r/xmormon. Then, in 2017, he went viral. Well-known YouTuber PewDiePie made an order in his Fiverr account. It was a straightforward request for a short greeting for Jacksepticeye, another popular YouTuber, but PewDiePie misspelled Jack's name, writing Jackspedicy. Unsure if the mistake was intentional, Jesus created 2 videos, one with the correct spelling and the other with PewDiePie's mistaken spelling of Jack's name, Jackspedicy. The error which PewDiePie uploaded quickly gained popularity. Jesus gained attention and Jackspedicy turned into a meme.
This is Jesus, and I just wanted to say, subscribe to my favorite channel on YouTube, Jackspedicy 2.
In 2019, he reached 1 million subscribers. Now he has 1.19 million subscribers and over 31 million views. His most popular video, however, was different from his usual content. On January 8, 2019, Jesus shared a far more serious video. He was wearing a sweatshirt, a beanie, and choking back tears instead of his usual tunic, robe, and straightened hair. In the video, Jesus says that his kids are still members of a religious cult and that his parents and ex-wife have been trying to strip him of all his parental rights. Jesus grew up in California in a deeply religious Mormon family. At the age of 19, he received his endowments, the process by which Mormons receive their special garments, and then departed on a 2-year missionary assignment in Argentina. His top priority after Argentina was getting married. He skipped college and went straight to the singles ward, a congregation that caters to young Mormons who are dating. He met a girl, courted her for 50 days, and married her 50 days later. Eventually, in 2004, he established a business performing as a DJ at weddings. He also entered the wedding videography business 4 years later. Everyone he knew was a Mormon. Parents were Mormon, his 7 siblings were Mormon, his friends were Mormon. He married a Mormon, worked as a Mormon wedding DJ and videographer, and raised 3 Mormon kids. He loved the faith, the scripture, and the community. But the doubts in his mind began in 2008 when the Mormon Church campaigned to oppose Proposition 8, a ballot measure that would have prohibited gay couples from getting married in California.
In California's back and forth battle over same-sex marriage.
He was uncomfortable with the campaign. He didn't understand why God cared so much about gay marriage. After his internet fame through YouTube, he learned the truth about the highly controlled religious group that he was in and he decided to leave. I kind of knew at that moment, I don't think I believe this anymore, Jesus recalled. Unfortunately, when he left the church, his wife and children did not. His parents never supported him, even in the beginning. In fact, Jesus admitted that it was because of his parents that he decided to change his legal name. My brother told me years ago that my father said to him that he would prefer that I was dead rather than be doing what I'm doing and dragging his family name through the mud. That is why I changed my name, and that's why I have dedicated my life to spreading love, positivity, and skepticism and equal rights for all. According to the 4-minute video, he was caught up in an expensive legal battle to keep joint custody.
And my own parents have sided with my ex-wife and are trying to strip me of all of my parental rights. YouTube has saved my life once. It unshackled me from the bonds of superstition. It gave me a career. And then it saved my career. And perhaps, if I'm lucky, it can save my kids too.
The money for his lawyer's retainer had run out, and Jesus needed money for a 7:30 child custody evaluation. In order to get his kids back and get out of this ordeal, he turned to his YouTube fan base for support and money. He said he can't keep up with the expenses and is desperate for help while detailing the crowdfunding pages he set up for followers to support him. In the description box, viewers were directed to a Patreon page to help him cover the expenses to save his children.
I've set up a Patreon and there's a link in the description below. And if you want to support me, you can do so for free
The video quickly went viral with over 3 million views. Likes, subscriptions and donations began to flood in. The following day, PewDiePie boosted Jesus and his Patreon in a video he uploaded, giving Jesus' channel millions of views and increasing its popularity. PewDiePie's subreddit also rallied behind Christ's cause and drew attention to the video. Redditor CakeLover6969 submitted the video to r/PewDiePie submissions, where it gathered upwards of 66,700 points and 1,400 comments. People were flooding not only PewDiePie's subreddit with posts about helping Jesus, but various YouTube videos as well. Some people were confused, asking what was happening. On January 7th, Redditor TrashBagTrash submitted a post titled "What's Up with the Save Jesus Christ" comments all over YouTube to r/OutOfTheLoop, where it garnered more than 1,300 points and 110 comments within 11 hours. And thanks to PewDiePie's large fanbase, being the most popular YouTuber at the time, Jesus met his fundraising goal. In the following days, Jesus received approximately 3,000 Patreon donations totaling $16,750, and he needed just $13,500 to meet his costs and legal fees. There was a PayPal link as well, but it's unknown how much money was raised there. Not only that, his notoriety rose dramatically. Aside from amassing over 900,000 subscribers, Jesus received numerous messages from fans and was given the opportunity to host a Reddit AMA. However, when it was time, Jesus was unable to reply to the questions mainly because of his legal situation. The thread was locked not long after it opened. "You've only answered 3 questions in the span of 6 hours, a moderator wrote. This is being removed." 5 days after his "I Need Your Help" video, Jesus uploaded a new one, giving thanks to the person who started it all, PewDiePie. It was not the first time PewDiePie saved Jesus, actually. In January 2017, PewDiePie uploaded a video featuring SoCal Christ's Fiverr videos. The video has been deleted since. Shortly after that, Jesus' account on Fiverr got banned for unknown reasons, making him lose his main source of income. Although Jesus does make money from his YouTube channel, he has not sent a single dime from it. The proceeds go to a small charity called Aussie Rescue SoCal, a one-woman Australian shepherd shelter not far from his home. Being the saint he is, PewDiePie was sympathetic and called attention to the man's plight in a plea to have his Fiverr profile reinstated. And for the second time, PewDiePie managed to help Jesus again by asking his millions of fans to donate to Jesus to help with the costs of his legal battle. Jesus uploaded a video thanking PewDiePie for all his help. PewDiePie was clearly moved by it, and in return, he responded humbly by saying,
"I think it's also important to note that, he's thanking me, but in reality, he should be thanking you guys. I'm really proud that this channel is so open and willing to help other people in need. I think that's really cool, and I'm just reacting to it. I'm not doing anything. It's you guys."
In the midst of all the good things finally happening to him, a YouTuber decided to attack Jesus, saying that he is exposing him for who he truly is. People need to know who he really truly is. The God of Cringe, a YouTube channel, claimed that Jesus Christ touched him inappropriately during the VidCon video conference 2 years ago, and he also believes Jesus may now be using the video for sexual gratification. In his video, God of Cringe said to have met Jesus Christ at VidCon, and that the two had decided to work together to produce content for both of their channels by doing interviews with one another. The problem was that during this interview, things got really weird, the God of Cringe said.
He requested that I unbutton my shirt during the interview, revealing my nipple, and that's when he pulled out a marker from his pocket and began to draw around my nipple. He had my nipple fully covered in marker ink, which I didn't feel comfortable with, and then he touched the marker to the tip of my nipple, and it was traumatic. It was uncomfortable. The only way I could see overlooking this at the time was that he followed through with his word and released the footage, which he never did, which brings me back and leads me to believe that he could be pleasuring himself, possibly masturbating to the video to this day, that he could be a much sicker man than I thought, possibly deriving sexual pleasure from someone who's 25.
However, countering the claim, Jesus provided the footage in question in a video he uploaded which revealed the accuser's allegations to be false and gave a far different version of events. According to Jesus, the God of Cringe consented to everything. He said that the God of Cringe chose to remove the shirt with his own will and that he took the marker out of his own pocket. In the footage, you could really hear Jesus asking for permission before signing the nipple. He accused the God of Cringe, a small YouTuber with only 16,000 subscribers, as a clout chaser, using him to become become popular. The God of Cringe's original video has received over 21,000 dislikes and only 321 likes. In the end, the God of Cringe apologized. He released a video saying, "I was solely relying on my memory from that time. As we all know, memories do fade. Since you had the actual video where you drew on my nipple, I really had nothing to refer to. I do want to apologize if I got anything wrong." Yeah, okay guy. A few months after the roller coaster ride that he had in January of 2019, a lot of things changed. In February, his channel hit 1 million subscribers. He had joined Studio 71, a talent management agency for online creators, and his custody dispute would be coming to a close in May. Unfortunately, by the end of the year, he uploaded a video saying he lost custody of his kids.
I lost custody of my kids. After a year in court, over $100,000 in legal fees, and still going.
He shared that he decided to move to another state so he can be close to his kids and that he is looking forward to a new beginning and continuing doing what he loves, which is making videos for his channel. He also promoted his Cameo and Fiverr services as well as reached out to his followers to support him on Patreon. Today, Jesus still makes videos, with his most recent upload from October 2022, Jesus is Back, the New Testament chapter 1, Like a Thief in the Night, and a special thanks to Making Shorts, Squeezy for Real Jibs, and Doomed Productions. Sincerely, Jesus, I truly hope life is going great for you now, and I wish you all the best in the future. Take care, my friend. Thanks for watching. I'm James. I create short documentary videos every week. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe for future videos. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.